feel me? If you're new here, watch the video, see if you fuck with it. If you somehow just been waiting for this shit to drop, I know who's waiting there. You feel me? I'm already knowing. If you somehow waiting for this shit though, good shit, you feel me? I put up a nice little vid. Shit should be fine. I don't know what's going on. The title very misleading. Let me read it. A kind host, a deadly secret. Alright, man. Grab your shit. If you want to sit down, you know, get ready for a few minutes. Yeah, you know what you clicked on. So clearly it's an add-on, bro. Clearly it's a steampunk add-on. Feel me? You already know. I don't know why it was something so crazy, so understandable and shit like that. Let's get this shit going.
We have an unsecured back door. Myself and my friend are going to go ahead and secure the rest. Sheriff's office!
You knew Chucky got shot.
I did.
It's already hectic. Feel me? It's already hectic. White people screaming and shit. They're not really red. His hand kinda red. He red-handed. They kinda orange though. They look like carrots right now. He about to get red, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but it's hectic. It's hectic, gang. Look at him. She holding on to shit. I don't know what happened in that backyard, bro. What really happened in that backyard? We need more context.
There was no indication of anybody actually seeing him.
I started to knock on the door.
Sheriff's office!
And that's when I noticed an elderly man laying face down in the backyard.
Please stand by when he appears to be seen.
As I came up to the body, he had a
Predictions. Hold on. Let's find out what his injuries were before we made those predictions. Hold on.
single gunshot wound to the back of the head. And both of his arms were folded underneath him, but coming out to one side, which meant his body didn't have a chance to catch himself when he fell.
Yeah, so he got backdoored for sure. We see the, yeah, you feel me? A kind host. He was a kind host. Rest in peace, Charles. A kind host, bro. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. Rest in peace, Charles. Rest in peace. He got backdoored by somebody he was close to. May not be close to, but somebody he knew, bro. You're not gonna sit here and act like they didn't know his ass, bro. He lived alone. He lived alone, bro. Nobody randomly gonna find his house and shit. Who was at that damn party, bro?
Like he'd been struck from behind.
We weren't able to locate any firearm, but we did locate a shell casing. And we knew at that time we had a homicide.
He trusted him in his crib. They got killed. He trusted him in his crib and got killed, bro. We still don't know who got invited to that party. Other than that one bitch that was screaming and shit. I'm sure she get charged with some shit at the end, bro. Look at her. 15 seconds in, they got her screaming and shit. But damn, bro. Be careful. Don't be throwing no parties. Fuck them parties, bro. That's how all of y'all get parasites. They get possessed. All that shit. That's how this shit happened. They probably was fucking with Ouija boards. We'll see. In the evidence. Let's see. Days, bro. No bullshit. Rest in peace to Charles Hole. Now we get on to the film.
Mr. Hogue's vehicle was found behind a vacated building, and the area that it was in was very grown over. It was parked up against bushes so that it looked like somebody was trying to block it from public view.
The only thing of note that did come from that search was the driver's seat was all the way in the forward position.
We knew that Charles Hogue was tall. The last person driving that vehicle was much shorter than Mr. Hogue was.
Obviously, we talking, yo, it's one of his short homies, or it's the females, bro. Either he got short homies, or it's a female, and a female backdoor his ass. And you know how it be, bro. He don't got no wife. That'd be the first suspect if he did. He don't got no wife. Feel me? None of that shit. So, yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. He got backdoored by a shorty that he brought to his homie. Watch out with them shorties, bro. Cause Pete, he probably thought he was gonna get the you mean, and he was gonna be still good. If you know, you know. But he's not still good, gang. He's not still good.
At a small local church who just so happened to have security cameras. And we noticed in that midday time frame, Mr. Hogue's truck traveling at a high rate of speed.
It's possible it was the killer that was driving.
We just started cold calling numbers to try to find anybody who had contact with him in the days leading up to his murder. Came audibly upset. We asked her if we could meet with her in person. We felt...
So if y'all didn't catch that, because I know that's exactly how y'all niggas be thinking. Y'all just let shit slide. He let this random shorty sleep at his house and shit. Weeks before his death and shit. She just so happened to leave before this nigga died. And she wasn't one of them guests at that party. You know, supposedly. Feel me? She might just be the killer. I'm not gonna put that on her, like they said. She upset and shit. So she could be the killer. She could also just be somebody who was in his range. Stop having these fucking people at your house, where you sleep. They don't ever sleep there. They don't ever sleep there. They don't ever cook. They don't ever eat there. Fuck's we talking about, bro?
To be able to offer information about things that we saw in the home, particularly the firearm that we were searching for.
So the shit that they didn't see in the home. Tara Woodlight. Tara Woodlight, let's remember that name, because there was another shorty in here screaming and shit. And then there was the cop shorty that was screaming at her. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not tripping again. Okay, we got another interrogation coming up and shit. Okay.
Headed, I guess, towards town, and he stopped and asked if I needed a ride. He had given me his name and asked if I had somewhere to go, and I told him no. And he offered to let me stay at his house.
How long did you stay total?
Through the 21st.
And prior to this, you never knew?
Prior to this, I had not known who he was.
Did you see at any time in his vehicle on his person a pistol?
The only time I saw the pistol was in the house.
When was the first time you saw the pistol?
It was in the holster on a dresser right beside the TV.
When we talked on the phone the other day, you mentioned that your fiance, Chris
He's no
Brown,
longer my fiancé.
former, that he came out
We
and
picked him up on the 19th.
But he shouldn't have let her in his house, bro.
To work things out, it wasn't something I wanted to do. Because Christopher is very jealous and controlling. And I had asked Chucky if we could go get Kristen. Chucky said that was fine, and we ended up him just spending the night.
how tall is Chris?
A little bit taller than me. I want to say like 5'6".
About 5'6". Right. Anybody that you can think of? Even your
Small
gut
as shit,
telling
by the
you-
way. My fault, you feel me? No offense to anybody, but 5'6", about like, I don't know if I'm tripping, but that's about 5'6", gang. Unless I'm tripping, bro, that's 5'6". No taller, bro. I'm not tripping. That's 5'6", nigga. I don't even know if y'all can see that, but that's the suspect size. Right around there, that's small. That's what you would call small. That's what anybody else would call small, other than like a kindergarten gang. I believe we got our first suspect, if not this bitch, because she would be first on the list. That's if she didn't talk, though. So that's different.
There's absolutely no record of him talking to anybody in Pennsylvania on his phone record.
Then why did Chucky tell me that?
He absolutely had no FaceTime conversations, absolutely had no messenger conversation.
Well, he was on the phone and he told me it was his girlfriend and she was Vietnamese.
My point is that we come into this conversation, I want you to know we've done our homework.
I don't know where it's at.
When his truck was discovered.
They on her ass, bro.
So, whoever drove that truck last was shorter.
Y'all been thinking it's me and you don't have to say it.
It's Chris Brown, guys.
Before when Sarah was there, I stayed the night.
I'm just gonna lay it out on the table and ask you if you had anything to do with Mr. Hoax.
No, sir.
How tall are you, Chris?
5'7".
You wanna take a wild guess as far as how tall the person was that was driving Mr. Hoax truck?
No, sir.
He's between 5'6" and 5'7".
Tara put me.
Do not let anybody in your house. Do not have no uninvited guests ever in your life. Don't ever take that chance. It's not gonna go in a nice way. No matter how it goes, it's not gonna just turn into something beautiful, bro. Fuck that. Stereotype. We're in that world. Stereotype. The only thing you know is yourself. And the people you love, you don't even know them that much. But that's as much as you know, bro. You don't know these uninvited people, these random people. Why would you let them in your house? And I'm different, bro. I'm probably not gonna peep everything. Nah, I'm peeping everything. No, I'm not gonna peep everything, bro. But if two things is missing in my vicinity, bro, that I'm always around and shit, I'm gonna notice. And I'm gonna trip on how I'm not finding this shit. And on how two people I don't know was just in my house. He let this shit go on for too long. You know what? Because of the buns. Bro. If he didn't let the buns get to his mind, he would have been still good, bro. But he's not, though. He's not. He's not, bro. Look, I believe in different type of shit. Charles with me watching this shit right now. You feel me? And it's a different thought. For what we know, bro, he a good dude. And he died that way, bro. He died a good man. He gonna forever be remembered as that. I don't think he regret losing his life because he helped somebody out. And to each their own. And on one hand, it's he died a good person. On the other hand, bro, he could have just said no. He could have just kept driving. Never picked this bitch up, bro.
And it got out of him. I walked back in his bathroom and to grab a few things. And
What'd you grab?
It was a 45 pistol. And Lee stepped out and he was out back. I was holding the gun and my finger was on the trigger and I didn't mean to shoot.
Yeah.
He did take us out to the creek there behind the residence. We get to this body of water, and Chris Brown points to the water. We find Mr. Hogan's wallet and the keys to his vehicle, and a 9mm handgun.
We have footage of Chucky's truck leaving his house after the murder?
I was there, but I didn't know it.
Fuck Tara White. Fuck Tara Willite, yo.
Okay, so let me introduce myself. Heather Meadows. I am his boss. I am the one that decides if you walk out of here in handcuffs and get charged with capital murder. Me. Normal, decent human beings don't want to lie. They want to get it off their chest. They want to be able to have a clear conscience.
I do, but I don't want to be in trouble for
Shut the
something
fuck.
I
Nah,
didn't
hell
do.
no. This is where it get tight. Cause now they pressing each other on moral shit like, yo, you should have been told us the truth. But I didn't want it. This to the third. Yo, they gonna go crazy right about now. But don't let it fool you. She knew that all of this could have happened, bro. She knew it was guns in the house. All this shit, bro. He went to go steal a gun in the first place. And mind you, bro, I didn't stop it when he said this, but bro, pretty much how it happened, bro. Pretend you are the back of Charles' head, bro. The other dude, Chris Brown, you mean he had the shit like this behind Chris' head, behind Charles' head. Chris Brown was behind Charles' head like this from afar. You feel me? From afar and shit. Finger on the trigger with the gun. Like this, you feel me? Just holding it. Just holding it. He probably just killed him. I'm not gonna lie. Probably just killed him. That's how these nut ass niggas be. But to each their own. To each their own. But the fucking trigger. He had his finger on the trigger behind him. Man, what are we talking about? I really don't want to hear these shorties scream and shit for these last few seconds.
But you know what you didn't do that you don't want to admit because you know it makes you feel like is that you knew Chucky got shot.
If this is the only way she could get the shit out of her, that's lit, bro. Good job. And you take that how you want it if you want to take the good job, bro. If not, go ahead. But otherwise, bro, this shit is so unnecessary. Like, why are they screaming? He's so pressed. This his boss, bro, and she's tight. He don't want to be here. He don't want to be here, bro. This one of many cases he got to deal with. This not the only one. This nigga don't want to be here. He just there.
I did.
I know you heard.
What we got going on, bro? I'm his boss. Now, I'm about to treat you like your mom. I'm about to treat you like I'm your mom, bro. She slamming on the table and shit. Bro. She tired, bro. This the last one of the day. She just want to squeeze it out of her. That's it, bro. She don't want to hear none of that shit.
I know you heard it.
That gave us the probable cause that we could arrest her as a co-conspirator to the homicide. Tara Wilhite and Chris Brown are fairly unassuming individuals. I don't think anybody would suspect them of being cold-hearted murderers. And that's what makes them that much more dangerous. And I don't think that they should ever be released.
Nah, yeah, fuck them, bro. And they want, you know, you give them an inch, they take it a mile. You give them an inch, they take it a mile. Every time, gang. Every time, bro. Take it with a grain of salt, but fuck them, bro. Don't ever invite nobody to your house again after watching this damn video. You know how it is. To your house, bro. They be lying. They be stealing. They be jealous. They might tell somebody to come back and steal some shit that they like. It's very extreme, bro. It don't happen everywhere, but it happen everywhere. If you know what I mean. It don't happen everywhere, but it happen everywhere. So don't think it can't happen to you, but I don't think I gotta say that shit. for real though, if you fuck with this video, drop a like, drop a sub, all that shit. I'm gonna try to post one of these shits every day, literally, bro, cause the shit take 30 minutes, literally. If I fuck around, just don't edit for the day, it'll only take 30 minutes. If I need to edit it, it'll take 20 more, some shit like that, bro. Cause I'm not gonna watch the whole video again just to see. But you know, if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. Drop that sub, drop that like. If you already been here, bro, you already know what it is. We never quitting this shit, bro. I'm not quitting this shit, bro. You know, all I gotta do is just post. Pay attention to what I gotta make better. Keep posting. Keep getting better. Sooner or later it'll hit, you feel me? And I'm gonna do my thing on my own behalf. I gotta put that work in. But on this behalf, bro, I'm gonna get to it. That being said, I love y'all, bro, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next. I'm gonna post that shit tomorrow. I don't give a fuck what video I react to, what sit down shit I make. I'ma bring it. Bring it to the table. Y'all gonna eat that shit up. Peace out, nigga.